Hey everybody, I'm ZeldaMaster and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, it's finally time to take on Hyrule Castle once and for all. I mean, with us having all 120 shrines completed, the 4 divine beasts back on Hyrule's side, and the 4 champion abilities passed down to Link, I mean, we're more than ready to finally take on Hyrule Castle and Calamity Ganon. I mean, we're way more than ready to face Calamity Ganon. Trust me on that. But, alright, here we go. It's finally time to enter Hyrule Castle. I am so excited. Now, we've been in Hyrule Castle before, though we've only kind of visited it just for the Hylian Shield and one of Link's missing memories. Now we're here to actually face Calamity Ganon. And, well, reaching Calamity Ganon isn't actually that hard. You can kind of follow the pathway paved out for you, though you will come across some malice blocking the way. But I mean, we can climb, we can use Rivali's Gale. There's really a lot of things to do, so yeah, you don't have to worry. I mean, you can even use this waterfall here with the Zora armor and slowly swim your way up to where Calamity Ganon is. So if you want to reach Calamity Ganon, it won't take that long, but that's not what I'm here to show. Before I reach Calamity Ganon, I actually want to explore Hyrule Castle, you know? Calamity Ganon, Princess Zelda, you guys can wait for a little bit longer, right? I mean, you've been waiting 100 years. I don't think this little detour will really affect us too much. But yes, I do want to pretty much explore Hyrule Castle because this place is so big. Even though you don't have to follow any pathway, you don't really have to do anything. It's not even linear. It's actually really opened up. It kind of feels like a part of the overworld. This time it oh wow, I couldn't even reach him there, but this time it's you know, indoors slash outdoors. It's all Hyrule Castle, and what's awesome about being in here is the fact that you can use your Master Sword's true power, you know, the Blade of Evil's Bane, or I guess the blade that seals darkness, whatever the phrase is. I mean, Zelda has used both, but my point is, yes, this blade here shines when it's by the darkness, such as Calamity Ganon, and well, we're gonna go ahead and dispose of everything with it. And yeah, the Master Sword really shines within Hyrule Castle because it will last you a while and do double the damage it normally does, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, this is where the pathway kind of splits up into 2, and I mean, if you don't really know how to get around the castle, you'll be walking around in circles quite a bit because everything looks a little identical. But for me, this is actually one of my favorite areas to farm in, not just because of the amazing music or the fact that you know, my Master Sword is doing the additional damage. It's just, you know, it actually has a lot of really good loot, and I mean, it's freaking Hyrule Castle. Like, how could I not freaking love this place so much? Yeah. But, alright, let's go ahead and quickly dispose. And I could have done a couple stealth strikes on the Silver Lizalfos, but I kind of failed. It's whatever. Let's go ahead and grab this. And, well, there is a freaking Silver Moblin as well. And, okay, here's the Lizalfo. Let me just go ahead and dispatch of him as quickly as possible. There we go. Freaking love when they fly after using stasis. It's freaking amazing. But, alright, this is where I'm going to headshot you. I'm going to go ahead and headshot you. You know what? Let's just kill you while I'm still in midair. Freaking love doing this. Yeah, there we go. Now we're back in normal speed, and you're dead. Now it's time to kill you. But yeah, as you can see, this Silver Moblin is actually holding a very unique item. And that actually is... Whoa, okay. Well, I couldn't avoid that, but luckily Daruk got me. But yes, the item it's holding, and I'll go ahead and take a photo of it first so you guys can see it, is the Royal Guard's Claymore. Now, yeah, this is really interesting. There's actually Royal Guards of every type of weapon you can get, from the Claymore to a normal sword, to a shield, to a bow, and I believe also a halberd. But my point is, these, unlike the other royal weapons, though they look alike, they're actually all black, and yes, the Sheikah use the very essence of ancient technology to forge this great sword. So this has the Sheikah's technology somehow in it. It's not like a Guardian or ancient weapon where it, you know, kind of glows like this or anything, but I mean, it still has the Sheikah's power put into it, and I think that's awesome, and it will be of use, and I mean, they look freaking amazing. So yeah, and I can't wait to show off the other versions of the Royal Guard stuff, which we'll all obtain within Hyrule Castle. So we still got a little more trekking to do, but I mean, yeah, it's really fun for what it is. So, alright, we have the guards, you know, chamber done with, and now we can kind of move on. So what I'm going to do here is place my stasis, or you could actually place something heavy to weigh it down, but I'm gonna keep it stasis while it's down so I can make my way past here. And then I believe this will actually open up the little pathway the Malice was blocking when we first entered Hyrule Castle. So yeah, the entrance is literally over there, as you can see, and now this pathway is opened up. And I mean, if you wanted to take out the Malice, you can. We could have easily climbed over the walls or something beyond that. You don't have to actually, you know, go through that pathway, but we wouldn't have been able to get the Royal Guard's Claymore, which I really wanted. Now, let me go ahead and quickly dispatch of this turret guardian. Yes, there are so many turret guardians within Hyrule Castle. Obviously, they're protecting them. Protecting the castle, or was protecting the castle. Right now, it's protecting Calamity Ganon. But my point is, and wait, did my sword break yet? No, okay, didn't. I'm gonna use it until it runs out of energy, and then we'll use it again. It's gonna last a while though, much longer than it does in the overworld. But there we go. The turret is going crazy because it can't see where we are, and we're just constantly whirling on it. And yeah, every time you hit it, it shoots its own beam as well, which is pretty cool. But all right, we have done that, and we got ourselves some ancient stuff. Oh geez, I don't want to get hit by this guy. We got two turrets. All right, and let's go ahead and jump. Okay, well, you failed there. It was your fault. And go ahead and try to fail again. Okay, gave up. But whatever. Here we are in the first gate. It doesn't really take that long to get to, but what awaits is pretty interesting. And also there's a Malice here, but there's also this. Yes, a freaking Lionel. That's the real part of you know, entering here. Now you don't have to actually face the Lionel before you leave, because yes, it does lock the door on you, but I mean, we have the option to easily climb, which yeah, could also be pretty nice in terms of like wanting to avoid the guardian, or not the guardian, but the Lionel. I personally don't need to. I'm gonna just keep blocking its attacks with my Hylian shield. The Hylian shield could really resist some attacks. It's amazing, but sadly, my Master Sword has run out. Let's use the Royal Guard's Claymore, actually. There's really no point for me to hold them. You can farm them within Hyrule Castle. Every Blood Moon, I suggest coming back to Hyrule Castle to get as much as you can in terms of, like, very useful items. But, alright. Whoa! I thought he was he not, like, passed out or something? Okay. You're dead. Let me just, yeah, completely get rid of you. And there we go. The Lionel has been defeated. Sadly, the Master Sword has run out. But my point is, yes, there's so much to farm, including the Lionel and whatnot. And actually, a chest appears when first taking on this Lionel. So let's see what we get. And it's, okay. I mean, I'm not hating, but it's, you know, just some bomb arrows. So nothing too special. It will be of use. But yeah, okay. So the second gate is actually beyond this point. And again, if you don't want to, you know, get rid of the Malice or find a way to do so, you can easily get around it by yeah, using this or climbing, or there's just so many ways to pretty much get around, and you'll be able to reach the second gate, which is very close to where Calamity Ganon lies. But like I said, I actually want to show off all of Hyrule Castle. So alright, let's go ahead and now face this next turret, and I'm just gonna actually wait, let me see if I can run around it so it doesn't see me. There we go. Now it doesn't even know where I am. I can constantly will on it. Oh, now it knows where I am. Never mind. It's fine, though, because I do believe once, or before you can actually land that turret shot, I'll, yeah, quickly switch back so I can continue cutting through you. There we go. And I do suggest taking out at least some of the Guardian turrets. They're easy to avoid when running, of course, but, I mean, it's still really helpful just to do so. But alright, let's go ahead and now continue onwards. And actually, one area I want to show off that I didn't show off at all, and I kind of mentioned I would show off, is Zelda's study. Now, that's where actually we got one of the memories, so technically I did show it off in a sense, but Zelda actually has her own studies journal, essentially, where she kind of jot down everything and all of the events that happened 100 years ago, so we can learn a lot more about, you know, what happened 100 years ago by reading that. And oh crap, okay. I love doing that to avoid their attacks by doing a freaking shield jump. I don't know, I mean, it gives me a good amount of room to yeah, quickly get out of that scenario, but freaking awesome. So alright, there we go. Hopefully it doesn't notice us while we go to town on it as much as possible. Okay, yeah, it's looking around, has no idea. Well, oh crap, I broke my sword, I didn't want to. We got a normal plus guardian sword, not a plus plus. That will do. I mean, either way, guardian weapons do additional damage as well against these guardian. I mean, obviously, guardian against guardian is super effective. That's at least how the Sheikah made it to be. But not when we're wearing our guardian outfit, at least. We're the only ones that can get some guardian resist, like we have now, actually. But alright, let's go ahead and quickly will this guy back. This is pretty much the way to get to Zelda's study. It's not that difficult at all. You just go to Zelda's room from here, and yeah, let me just first dispose of this guy before I can get on with anything else, because yes, this dude is kind of slowing us down. So let's use the Royal Halberd, I'm sure. Okay, that's more than enough. There we go. And give me that Edge of Duality. I would love to use that. Actually, how much damage? 50? Okay, it's not horrible. But alright, so there we go. That's that. And yeah, sadly, to leave Zelda's room, you can't actually leave it because it looks like the hallway was kind of blocked. Yeah, it's been 100 years since all of this went to, you know, crap. And I mean, at least it's still standing, if anything, when you think about it. You see all of the destruction Calamity Ganon has had, but at least Hyrule Castle is kind of in one piece. We could still make out what's left of it, and including Zelda's study. And yeah, this is where one of the memories was lying, but now it's time to learn a little bit more about Zelda. So Princess Zelda's study, let's grab the Silent Princess and examine this. So read Zelda's research journal. Alright, first page. Today I met with Impa of the Sheikah tribe and began my research into the ancient technology in earnest. Impa introduced me to Purah and Robbie, other respected members of her tribe. Tomorrow I embark on an excavation with them. We hope to find the ancient tech with which to operate the guidance stones. Alright, so that's interesting. Now we know how Zelda met the people that helped us on our journey as well. So, okay, let's go to the next page, and well, today we uncovered some ancient technology that we believe may have the power to control the guidance stone. It's a rectangular object, small enough to be held in my two hands. Sheikah text is featured prominently on it. It is made of an unknown material, but we believe it is the same as the shrines scattered across each region. Impa proposed that I hold on to it for now. I hope it leads to some new developments in our research. Alright, and let's go to the next page now. The stone relic we discovered has been named. We are calling it the Sheikah Slate. We have not found any mention of the name for this object in the records we have unearthed so far. Nevertheless, Purah insisted we call it the Sheikah Slate, as the relic is a slate made by the Sheikah tribe. Feels a bit on the nose to me, but it was not a fight I thought I could win. And yes, now we understand how the Sheikah Slate was created. Very interesting, or at least how they've gotten the name the Sheikah Slate and how they found it, not necessarily created. But anyways, let's continue reading through this. We did it. We were finally able to restore some functionality to the Sheikah Slate. We have discovered that the stone slate is capable of producing images. Perfect likenesses of the things you pointed at. Unlike normal pictures drawn by hand, this requires no artist to capture anything in perfect detail. I deeply admire the accomplishments of the Sheikah technology. Still, I know there's more to learn. There must be. We believe the Sheikah Slate may have a function that will allow it to control the guidance stone. We must continue our research, and quickly. So yeah, Zelda's really fascinated that the Sheikah Slate can take pictures, and I mean, we've seen a lot of photos she's taken with it. I mean, it helped us re-jog our memory, but alright. We have started training the champions who we will pilot the divine beasts. It may sound rude that I found this unexpected, but Mipha mastered the controls with surprising ease. Daruk struggled at first, but eventually got the hang of it. Urbosa and Rivali both managed just fine as well. I can finally see the light of hope in our fight against the rising calamity. Well, sadly that didn't go as planned, but let's go on to the next page now. Robbie has restored mobility to many of the guardians we've excavated, but we still have yet to find all of the guardians. Records mention a greater number of them, and even other types. They are said to be stored in 5 giant columns that rest beneath Hyrule Castle. The thing is, no matter how I search beneath the castle, I can't seem to locate these columns. They must be buried deep. Were they perhaps designed to sense the appearance of Calamity Ganon and to only activate upon his return? Alright, so now we know a little more about that and how, yeah, it kind of helped seal Calamity Ganon entirely, especially with, you know, it residing underneath Hyrule Castle. It's very interesting, but let's go ahead and head to the next page. Countless ancient structures are being discovered across Hyrule, but all attempts to enter them have failed. Records indicate that these are facilities designed to train the hero who is fated to combat the Calamity. But the crucial activation mechanism remains a mystery. Is the Sheikah's Slate the key to activating them? That is Purah's theory, and I concur, and yet, my experiences so far have been fruitless. Still, we must exhaustively investigate all means of opposing the Calamity. We must not give up, no matter what. So yeah, we've seen Zelda attempt this, you know, with all of the Sheikah shrines within Hyrule, and she was never able to activate one 100 years ago. Well, now we've managed to go through all of them with the Sheikah Slate. Both her and Purah were right. It's just, you know, they were off in the sense of it's only meant for Link to use. But, alright. I spoke with Purah about the Shrine of Resurrection we discovered earlier. As we speculated, this particular shrine is, in fact, a medical facility with the power to heal. It also has a long-term stasis function that can be activated and maintained until healing is complete. In the war against Calamity Ganon 10,000 years ago, were the injuries so great as to necessitate such a facility? If so, I will remain uneasy until we have made all the adjustments necessary to restore it to full working order. I can only pray that even if Calamity Ganon returns, our battle will not require the Shrine of Resurrection's power. Well, it did. So yeah, and that is Zelda's research notes. Now, I mean, a lot of it we kind of got down from just playing through the game, but I didn't want to show it off and how Zelda, you know, Zelda's perspective on all of this. Yeah, now we know a little more about, you know, what happened 100 years ago and kind of Zelda's struggles to get what she wanted to protect Hyrule, but obviously it didn't work out, and they had to use the Shrine of Resurrection to resurrect Link. But alright, now that we have that done and out of the way, there's actually another set of, like, notes that I want to go through, and this time it's of the King of Hyrule. Yes, King Rhoam himself actually has his own set of notes, which we're gonna go ahead and make our way to. So alright, I guess we can easily just leave from here. So I may be atop this, but yeah, I want to actually head down even further. We kind of made our way all the way up here to reach Zelda's study and whatnot, but now we're gonna backtrack a little bit, and yeah, we came from over there. Let's go ahead and continue from here. And yes, there is a, okay, you know what, let me whistle and just use my ability, because you know, my Master Sword is down and there's no point for me to go through all of that trying to kill a Guardian with 500 HP when I can easily deflect, you know, yeah, it's beam with my shield, which is awesome. I love using that ability. It's funny because when the game first came out, I really thought it wasn't going to be that helpful. Or no, I knew it was going to be helpful, but I didn't think it was going to be that easy to execute because of how OP it seems. But it's actually so easy to perform. You just kind of wait for that perfect frame and you'll be good. But alright, so let's go ahead and now continue onwards, and we can continue through this pathway and whatnot, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and head down here now, and we actually have this guy. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and try to get rid of you. Bam. Alright. Not bad. You know what? If you drop anything, I might as well pick it up. And Daruk's protection is back up just in case, you know, something bad happens. I mean, our Highland Shield will deflect any beams coming at us, at least if it's only one that I can focus on. But if it's multiple, then I guess it's a good thing we have Daruk's protection up again. But alright, let's go ahead and head down here. And well, there's a Malisai we need to go ahead and get rid of. Continue through this section once, yeah, it's destroyed, and see what awaits. So now, oh man, okay, we've seen a glimpse of this, but I want to save it, of course, until the time was right, and that is the library. Yes, okay, so I need to show you guys a couple secrets to it before I actually show off the king's notes because there are, yeah, a couple secrets. One being, okay, wait, you need a freeze, and also you need, wait, what? That didn't hit him? That's very odd. All right, it will manage to hit him now, though, because, yeah, you can't escape me for too long, buddy. There we go. All right, so if we use our magnesis here, we can actually find a couple secrets. One being where the hidden shrine of, you know, Hyrule Castle lies, which is down here. But, you know what, I don't know if I actually want to. I guess we'll just show it off because I'm trying to show off everything within Hyrule Castle. Maybe not the Korok Seeds. We'll save that when I collect Korok Seeds. But, yes, if you light this torch over here, you will actually spawn the Sheikah Shrine, and this is pretty much the docks, where I do believe maybe there's a chest or two that are really rare that don't respawn, so let me actually pick them up while I'm here, so die you. Yeah, you can enter the docks from a different side, obviously it being over there. It's just, yeah, I came in from the other the more secretive side, I guess you could say. So, I mean, we had to use our magnesis to literally move a, like, metal bookshelf to find it. So, yeah. But, alright. So, we got these freaking Lazelfos. I'm just going to go ahead and try to quickly get rid of him. You know, I'll shoot him one more time. So, I don't have to worry about him anymore. And, well, actually, what, really? I never got to steal Lazelbo? Okay. Interesting. But I'm actually here for this. Yes, in the docks, there are some pretty helpful chests. Now, even though I did mention that, you know, all of the enemies, the item pickups will respawn, all of that, I don't believe these chests respawn at Blood Moon because, yeah, it's a gold rupee, which is super rare, and yeah, just some chests within the overworld won't come back for what they are, and I do believe there's another one. Oh, okay, it's right here, I think. So, there are also wooden chests in the water, but those ones aren't really that big of a deal. I'm here for the true secrets, right? So let's see what's inside this. And, well, oh yeah, a star fragment. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, yes, that is exactly what I wanted. But okay, so that's it with the docks, you know. We don't really have to do anything else. And if you ever do want to teleport, I mean, pretty much where I teleport to enter Hyrule Castle is never from the entrance. It's from the Sheikah Shrine. But obviously, you know, I want to make it seem more epic by taking on the whole castle. It seemed pretty lame starting from here, obviously, so we didn't do that. But it is an option if you have it opened up, just to teleport, because that gives you the option to teleport inside the castle at any given time, which is pretty nice. But alright, we're gonna go ahead and backtrack just a little bit back up the stairs, and before I explore any more of the library, there's one thing I wanted to do, and that is, like I said, King Rhoam's notes, and it's through here. Yes, if you move this, you'll find a secret, and this is the King's Study, and also there happens to be a royal guard's shield just awaiting us like that. So we can easily pick this up. I believe there's also a Royal Guard's bow in Zelda's room, but I'm sure we'll find another one maybe. Either way, let's go ahead and check out, yes, the King's Notes. The writings of Rhoam, Bosphoramus, Hyrule. Alright, first page. Today, as the sun rose and a new day was born, my daughter too joined this sweet world. In keeping with the traditions of the royal family, I've decided to name her Zelda. I am not a man accustomed to frivolous musings, but now seems as good a time as any to begin my royal memorandum. Alright, so this is really old. I mean, before Zelda was even born, so like 117 years ago or something like that. But anyways, the next page. Reports keep arriving regarding the excavation of relics. The fortune teller's predictions seem to be coming true. Calamity Ganon was not a figure of fable, or even of legend. He actually existed in our great land of Hyrule. We must investigate all the relics, learn as much as we can, but understanding the divine beasts alone will take time. Zelda's eyes lit up like wildfire when I told her about the relics. I must admit, she has a knack for research. My queen has left this world. Her death was so sudden and unexpected. I awaken most nights unsure if she is really gone. Zelda never cried, never faltered, not even during the royal funeral or later when she and I were alone with our grief. I must assume her strength is the result of us repeatedly informing her of her duty to be a valiant and steady princess. For a child of merely 6 years of age, her conduct was truly that of a born leader. Her strength gives me hope. From now on, I must raise her all alone. Now, only I remain to prepare her for her difficult future as Princess of Hyrule. Alright, so yeah, we're learning a little more about Zelda and her mom, which died at the age of, when Zelda was 6, and this is leaving the King of Hyrule, King Rhoam, to have to raise Zelda himself. I mean, we've seen him kind of go off on Zelda, but it was obviously for good reason, but let's continue reading through this. Zelda has finally reported back after her visit to the fountain. It seems her sacred sealing powers has still yet to awaken. It has been a year and 3 months since her mother passed. Perhaps she is held back by heartache too deep to heal. If the Ganon prophecy wasn't looming over our heads, I would tell her to take her time, to wait until she is ready. But our situation is dire and leaves us no room for weakness, even on behalf of my beloved daughter. My heart breaks for Zelda, but I must act as a king, not a father. I must order her to train relentlessly at the fountain. Yes, so that's why. I mean, literally all of Hyrule, his world, everything he knows is at stake because evil itself is gonna reappear. I mean, at least it's said to happen. So yeah, the King of Hyrule is just in worry, and he has to force Zelda to, fit in her role, and she did it, and that's why all of this failed. So I don't blame the King of Hyrule one bit, honestly. It makes sense. But anyways, the next page. I was told Zelda went off to research ancient technology, so I had no choice but to confront her about it. She claims she is simply using her day off from training to indulge in a bit of research, but I still scolded her. She won't get it through her head, forcing me to tell her the same thing I have been repeating ad nauseum. The reason her sacred power still won't awaken is because she is spending all her efforts playing at being a scholar. Alright, let's see what's next. In truth, I understand Zelda's feelings. Painfully so. She lost her mother, her teacher, before she could learn from her. 10 pointless years of self-training, without so much as a book or note to help her find her way. Those in the castle talk behind her back, and I, her only family, scold her for her shortcomings. No wonder she wishes to hide away in her beloved relic research. I'd love nothing more than to counsel her. But I must stay strong. She must fulfill her duty, just as we all must, even if she comes to despite me. Yeah, so it's making even more sense in why the king was so harsh. I mean, Zelda has to do it, but alright. I have been told my Zelda went to the Spring of Wisdom. This will likely be her last chance. If she is unable to awaken her power at Lanayru, all hope is truly lost. If she comes back with success, then I shall speak kindly with her. Scolding is pointless now. I forced 10 years of training on her, and after all that, it seems her power will stubbornly awaken some other way. Perhaps I should encourage her to keep researching her beloved relics. They may just lead her to answers I can't provide. For now, I sit anxiously, more a father than a king in this moment. I sit and await my daughter's return. Alright. So, that's it. Sadly, Zelda, I don't know if she actually saw, the king be nice to her, not scold her again, because he realized it's really getting nowhere. Zelda is not going to reach what he wants her to reach in the small time she has. So, yeah, it's overall reading this is pretty sad, but, we're here now, and hopefully we'll make up for all of their mistakes, well, mainly for Zelda's, because it was all on Zelda's shoulders almost. But, alright, so now that we have that out of the way, and yes, those are the 2 research notes you can read to just get a general idea of what happened 100 years ago, which I think is really cool how they have that. I love any type of lore, anything extra they can add within the game is something I look forward to. But we're here, checking out another secret. Let me just kind of destroy everything to the side. Can I pick up the stone smasher? I can actually. Alright, not bad. But now it's time to actually continue onward. So, there's really not much else within the library itself, aside from being able to get to the docks and it connecting to different pathways. But now we're going to leave it and kind of head to the other pathway, which is over here. So I guess all we need to do, and you don't actually have to do this because with the glider will be just as helpful, and that is, okay, you know what? You want to shoot at me? Well, I'll shoot at you, buddy. Yes, that was freaking awesome. Right in the head, and with multiple arrows, because we have a Savage Lionel bow, which shoots, what, 3 at a time, right? Yeah, 3. So it literally does 3 times the damage, which is amazing, as long as it all hits. But, alright, so, yeah, we have made our way to the opposite side. We came from here, and that's where the King's Study was, and all of that nonsense. But now we're going to go ahead and, yeah, just continue through here. And we will come back to the library eventually. Like I said, it kind of connects pretty well to other parts of the map. But now let me go ahead and quickly get rid of this Zelfo while I'm at it. I just kind of want to kill everything in sight, because, I mean, why not, right? But alright, so I do believe we're going to be approaching one of the other secrets we'll find, and that is, yes, another Royal Guard-like item, and I can't wait to show it off. So let me first and foremost get rid of another one of these Zelfos. You know, we're just going through them one after the other, but alright, some bomb arrows, not bad. And actually, aha, this is the room that I was pretty excited to show off, because I do believe we're going to get ourselves another royal item, or a Royal Guard item. You know, it's not just royal, because what he's holding is a royal item, but it's the Royal Guard, which happens to be, yes, another shield, and I can't actually carry more shields. I don't really need it per se, but we also can get another one of these, which is, yes, the Royal Guard's bow. You can actually find one in Zelda's room as well, and I do want this. All of the Royal Guard stuff, not only do they do great damage, but they're just overall really, really good. So let me drop a Royal for a Royal Guards. Yeah. And now with the, actually, let me go ahead and show it off how awesome this is, because it shoots so quickly. Like, when you shoot something, yeah, look at that. That is fast. That's like, yeah, much faster than any other arrow that shoots. Like, overall, Royal Guard stuff, just pretty nice. But now all that's left for us, I believe, is the sword that I really want to show off at least, which we will do. So let's continue through here, and yeah, I kind of made my way atop this by climbing, because the stairs are broken, but okay, so there are cracked walls, and yes, you want to do the whole classic, you know, blow up the wall, see what's in it, and it's only a rusty, yeah, a rusty claymore. Don't need that. But there's also, yes, more secrets, and I mean, with our champion tunic, we're able to literally tell where this Zelfo is hiding, which is freaking hilarious. But okay, whoa. Don't do that, because your shield is breaking my sword. You freaking, okay. I'm just gonna throw, from now on, I'm gonna try using a bomb and see if that works, because usually when you drop a bomb, the enemies usually try to kick it or run away from it, so they'll focus more on that than blocking my attacks. But alright, let's go ahead and blow up this wall, and well, yes, another royal item, and this one is the Royal Guard's master, well, not master sword, but the Royal Guard sword. It looks like a master sword, and it's based off of the master sword. Now, let's get a little more info about it, but, I mean, I don't really need this, to be completely honest. Bam. Alright, so, let's pull it out from the pedestal. It's kind of like a, you know, a mini pedestal to put in. We have the Royal Guard sword, and this here, a Sheikah-made replica of the sword that seals the darkness. Yes, this was essentially supposed to be a Master Sword replica. Obviously, it, you know, it has low durability, and it made it, you know, not as efficient as other weapons, especially the Master Sword, just because all of the royal items, even though they're great in damage, their durability isn't amazing. But no item in this game has amazing durability, so we shouldn't be surprised. Either way, yeah, it's cool that the Sheikah tried to replicate the Master Sword, and they made something really nice, which was the Royal Guard version. I get a lot of people who, at least you guys who've mentioned for me to get it, which I've known about, but yeah, I noticed a lot of you guys calling it the Dark Master Sword. I don't think it has any relation with that, and I didn't know why. That photo is freaking hilarious with his tongue out, just like all upset and whatnot. Okay, but yeah, my point is, I don't think it has any relation with Dark. I guess you could say kinda, because the Sheikah use like dark powers and whatnot. At least in older Zelda games, they were known for being a very dark and secretive tribe. So I guess I can see where that's coming from. But the Sheikah in this game, I mean, they kind of built Hyrule. They're everywhere, like from their towers to their shrines, everything. So if anything, this is just another thing they made to help protect Hyrule for people. Makes a lot of sense. I don't see it being a dark item whatsoever. To me, it just looks like the Master Sword, but black, which I guess maybe that's why you guys call it dark. I don't really know. But alright, let's go ahead and now grab the big truffle, all this food, because yeah, the dining room is filled, and yes, this is the dining room in the game, of course. It has, oh geez, it has several moblins that we gotta get rid of. And really, did a draft really create within here? How did that even happen if there's no grass? Okay, it's gone now, but I guess it was from the items or something. I don't know. Let's just kill off all of these guys, grab everything they've dropped. Yes, give me that. And okay. Wait. Oh, wow. I just realized the Moblin Guts moves while it's just sitting there. That's kind of nasty, but all right, not bad. So that's pretty much everything. Look at these tables. They look really small. Actually, maybe if Link's out on it, they'd be normal size. I don't know. It's been 100 years. Maybe something has happened to these tables. Like, they somehow shrunk them. I don't know. But either way, let's go ahead and check out what lies onward. So, if you remember how I mentioned there being a second gate beyond the Malice, well, this will take us back to where the first gate is, and it will also get rid of the Malice. So, from where the dining room essentially is, you want to leave it, and then get rid of this guy by doing that. And as you can see, let me just wait for it to all, you know, disappear. Yeah, there we go. This will take us back to Zelda's study, to the first gatehouse, all of that, and then we can continue on to the second gatehouse, which is right here. But there's still more to Hyrule to explore. Yeah, Hyrule Castle is huge, so we got a little more to check out. I mean, we kind of explored the majority of the upper portion, but there's still a lot more, especially in the lower portion of Hyrule Castle. So let's get going. And man, this music is just so nice. Like, yeah, this could not be more epic. Like, I freaking love Hyrule Castle. One of my favorite dungeons within any game entirely. Even though it's so open, like, it fits with the game. It's so open world that the dungeon as well is so open world. You don't even have to do anything in it to beat it, because you can head straight to Calamity Ganon. But I don't know, it's just the sense of like how big it is, exploring through it. It's really, really fun for what it is. Like I said, this area you can always come back to, farm in after Blood Moons, and always get a lot of cool loot. But not only that, it's just the fact of, you know, being able to explore what's left of this castle is awesome. Like, as much as I want to see this not completely destroyed in ruins, I still really like it, because it makes this whole place a battlefield with a lot of enemies. And yeah, Hyrule Castle just feels like the best place to have like the final area within Zelda, and it's always been like that, at least in, well, not always, but in a lot of Zelda games it's been kind of like that, you know, where Hyrule Castle, the home of Hyrule, becomes the home of the evil, pretty much. Yeah, this is essentially Calamity Ganon's house now. But here's a Thunderblade here. I don't really need it. Can I actually pick it up or no? You know what? Let's get rid of the ceremony. We'll try to... Sorry, Mifa, this is not even yours, so it doesn't matter. Alright. And let's pick up this chest. Now, I do believe... Okay, some ancient arrows. I do believe we're good in terms of, like, exploring the upper portion. But like I said, there's more to the castle. So, I'm gonna jump down. And now we're back at literally the entrance of it. So instead of making my way up here and doing all the stuff I did beforehand, we're going to jump down and make our way over here. Yes, there is a secret pathway to take, and we're going to go ahead and enter. It's not really that secret, but it's here. And I'll go ahead and open up the map so you guys can see where I am. So this is the entrance. This is us literally facing it. And then literally to the left, you'll find this secret. And now let's go ahead and continue through it and see what it holds. So yeah, we got a lot of chests. I mean, they're never that important. Oh, okay, well that is actually really nice, but they're never really that important, like the majority of the chests. But you know, from time to time there's some nice stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I'll take that. You know, with open arms. Freaking more diamond, heck yeah. All right, let's go ahead and use the west passage. And yes, there's a minecart, and we gotta slowly make our way to the other side through this minecart, and actually leads back outside the castle, as you can see. so freaking awesome, and it's so amazing how big this castle is that we actually need a stinking minecart. Alright, so now, okay, there's a guardian here, but I believe there's really not much in this room aside from like a Korok seed we can get. And I'm gonna save it. All you do is drop an egg here, and you could pick it up. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really gonna do any of the Korok seeds within Hyrule Castle. I've been ignoring all of them because we will come back and focus on that. If I wanted to do that along with this, it would take much longer, and I wouldn't really get to the point, you know, because a lot of the Korok seeds, at least 2 or 3 of them within here, are kind of out of the way, and yeah, they take a while just to overall do, or I mean, just get to it. Like the Korok seed, once you make it, you make it. It's just finding the Korok seed, really. But I think you guys get where I'm getting at here. Anyways, here we are, and man, I love the way some of these areas look. It's so dark, and seems like this could have been where the prisoners were held, and well, it actually is, because this is a lockup, and this is actually where you get the Hylian shield. Now, I haven't shown this off because there's a different entrance to it, but to get to it from this entrance, you just easily make your way over here, and then shoot off this guy. And there we go. Now he has opened up the way, and here we can make our way to where we can make our way to where Stalnox lies, and then from there it's kind of like a dead end because the pathway over there is shut unless we open it. But I'm just gonna kind of backtrack to where we came from which was like literally a broken wall in the lockup. Like that was supposed to be a prison room that we managed to sneak in, and now we're here, and yes, we're refighting this guy. If you don't have the Hylian shield, literally by taking on this guy, you will be rewarded with it, and you know, that ain't bad, of course, but I got mine, so who cares? And sadly, this is one of the unique items that will not respawn because of a blood moon or any of those means at all. Like that's just not a thing that will happen with with certain items like this, because yeah, this is so unique. And I mean, even though the Stalnox will respawn for us, here is where the freaking chest should appear, and if you read this, it'll tell you to strike down this and you'll be rewarded with it. But sadly, we get nothing this time around, but I just thought I'd kill him either way, because why not, right? Alright, let's just grab everything he dropped outside of his weapons, because we don't really need them. We don't really need any weapons. I mean, overall, like I said, in Hyrule Castle, we got the freaking Master Sword, so it's gonna withstand a lot. But alright, so now it's time to backtrack, so I'm gonna head back into this prison cell, and yeah, easily make my way back here to where the minecart was. But instead of heading back that way, I actually want to, okay, wait, first let me make my way here. Instead of going this way, we're gonna go ahead and make our way over. Was it here or did we come from here? Okay, so we came from here. We don't want to go back here. We actually want to go this way. Yeah, the rooms, or at least the walls, look so identical, it's hard to really differentiate. But here we are. This is where I was trying to get to, which is this room. Yeah, there's a freaking moblin in it, which we'll dispose. And yeah, overall, this area doesn't remind me just of like a castle. It also has like this cave-like vibe to it, slash just like, I don't know, because it mixes with the royalty of a castle, but also has the ruin-like structure of something completely else, which, I mean, literally adds up, because this is a ruined castle. So, it used to have royalty, but it no longer does, which makes sense. But alright, so yes, the final one actually I want to get was this. Now we technically have found them all, I do believe, so let me pick up my prize, and that is the Royal Guard Spear. Yes, we have obtained all of the Sheikah versions of these royal weapons, yeah, not bad. But now let's go ahead and actually do what I came here for, and that is climbing up this. And the reason why is because, yeah, you can actually head up these stairs, and that's why you want to create those ice blocks with the waterfall, because you can't climb the waterfall or swim up it. But yeah, just being able to see the enemy's HP is freaking hilarious, because we can easily spot them like that. But I don't want to use the sword, rather use the halberd, because I don't really care much for it. Let's just do that. Open up this secret chest, and whoa, okay, a shard of Dinrael's Fang. Nice. I'm sure you can actually find all of the shards within here, like one at least, but they don't respawn, so it's not that big of a deal. And I mean, you can reform them as much as possible from the actual dragon. But yes, by hitting this switch, we got an upwards draft taking us all the way up here, and now we're technically back where, I do believe this is near where Zelda's chamber is, if we continue to head up here. I mean, we've been through this pathway. Like I said, we'll be revisiting a lot of areas, but alright, so now what I want to do is actually make my way up here, and we're going to continue through here, as in we are heading to Zelda's chambers. Actually, heading to Zelda's chambers would be up here now, right? So this would take us there, but instead, let's continue venturing through this way, and this also should take us to where the, I believe the library, right? So, that's pretty much where we're going. And yeah, we've taken this pathway again. Like I said, it's just so open that you're going to be revisiting some areas, but it's not because I'm lost. I actually have this place down really well. I'm just trying to show off the most convenient pathway to take to visit every single area within this. So, yeah. But, alright, so now what we're going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and let's actually see where we're standing on the map. Okay, we're in a pretty good spot. So yeah, we don't actually have to be at the library per se, but I want to show off one more area in the lower portion of Hyrule. And I guess something I didn't really show off was me trying to head atop this or climb up. We didn't really have to follow this. It doesn't really matter what pathway you take. You don't actually have to head down these stairs, if anything. Either really works. It's just making your way over here. Alright. And then we're going to open up the map to get a better view of exactly where we want to go to. And that's pretty much this secret. So to get to that secret, let's go ahead and make our way over to this wall. I believe by jumping down, we should be close to it. So let's see. But yeah, it's pretty much like one more gate that I have yet to explore, which again, I'll show off is right here. Should be literally underneath me. Alright, let's go ahead and jump down. And well, aha! There it is. Alright, let's see what awaits. And this is the east passage. So yeah, instead of the west, it's the opposite side. I mean, I don't really have to show it off on the map again, but I think you guys get where I'm getting at here. We wanted to explore this area of the map as well. So go ahead and, okay, you know what, let me just quickly get rid of you guys, please, and thank you. Alright, there we go. But now what I want to do is drop this remote bomb, ride it as well. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's on the opposite side. So they have a different railing system, and don't worry, yeah, we're just going to ignore all of this for now. I'm just trying to show off all of the areas mainly, not get the Korok Seeds. So I'm going to skip some things that may look like it can be explored, but doesn't have to at the time. But alright, so yes, believe it or not, there's actually an overworld boss here, and that is Stone Talus. Yes, he is here, my friends. It's time to face you once and for all. Oh jeez, okay, jump. Oh, well, that didn't work, really? Somehow him face planting was the best thing he could have done. Alright, interesting enough, buddy. Let's whoa. Okay, let's not get hit by that. I love the music that plays when against this guy. Okay, let's jump again. Trying to get around you or get on top of you. Either or, I just need to hit the ore itself. You know, either or, get it? Okay. There we go, we got it now. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you pay, buddy, by using bomb arrows on this. How much damage? Oh, it doesn't do that much damage, but I just want to destroy his little critters along the way. So we'll swap back and just kind of run around him. He has no freaking hand, so I can easily make my way atop. All right, start going ham, Link. Oh, it broke. Okay, we can use the Master Sword though. Let's just keep hitting this. Come on, fall back down, buddy. This rock is like in such a small area that it's overall really hard to focus. Okay. Yes, there we go. I got you. You can't do this anymore. Oh, never mind, Stone Talus. You are still confusing the crap out of me because I'm trying to get around. Okay, now we're done, because if I keep doing this, you'll continuously fall, and I will keep getting free hits on you instead of having to even land anything on you, because, yeah, this is just working as well. It's kind of time-consuming, though, so let's bump it up with the little elements. The ice arrows is not doing too much, but hey, we're done! Okay. So yeah, I'm using my swallow bow, but did I swap? No, okay. I still have the Royal Guard's bow. And by defeating the Stone Talus, we get a lot of minerals, but we also get the option of leaving. Woo! Oh, yeah, you can actually make your way out of here, because it's not a dead end. it has this upwards draft that takes you to, I believe this will take us back to the library now. So, yeah, it should connect back, and now we can continue on. So nice. We are back in the library, and I guess this time we're going to make our way to Calamity Ganon now. We've pretty much explored all of the, you know, corners of the castle. It didn't, you know, take too long, and there's really not too much if you know what you're doing, but just overall farming these enemies and all there is to it is so fun. I freaking love it. But alright, so I could you know what, it doesn't really matter. I could make my way all the way back and do the proper way, or wow, Link fell down. That must have hurt, but okay. Or I could do this. Yes, we got Rivali's Gale, so why not use Rivali's Gale? I mean, this is a quicker way to continue on. But yeah, the King's, just so you guys have an idea of where I'm going, the King's study is all the way over there. You know, we came in from here the very first time seeing the library, and now we're running back through this pathway where the dining room is, where, you know, all of that other stuff is, essentially. And, yeah, let me just go ahead and make sure we're actually going the correct pathway. Yeah, beyond this door will be where the dining room is. But instead of taking the pathway to the dining room, actually, this time we want to take the pathway to the dining room, because I showed off the dining room and how beyond it, which, you know, we'll go ahead and show off in a second, actually takes you to where the second gate is, and that's pretty much where I'm going to be going now. So this is where we got the royal sword, and this is exactly where the dining room is. So let's go ahead and enter it, and now our dining hall, because yeah, it's a giant hall of swords. It makes sense. But yes, now it's time to make our way to Calamity Ganon. So, oh man, I am really excited. We don't need to use the waterfalls because I kind of paved the way for us. It was literally getting rid of 2 different Malices, and that's it. That's all you needed to do. Now we're ready. So let's go ahead and approach the second gatehouse, and yeah, we'll be really close to almost finishing. So, all right, avoid that first and foremost, and now second gate. But before I focus on that, let's get rid of these guys. And I don't really care if the line will hit me. I just don't want the frickin' Malice Descendal's heads and whatnot to attack me. But all right, wait. Let me actually target on you, because you're going to do a lot of damage when I don't need that right now. So yes, this is my chance. And also, you know what? Let's go ahead and use this, because I mean, either way, we're gonna have to. Whoa. Okay. Let me heal for once. I believe this is gonna be our first time healing within here. And I mean, I only mainly made all this food for Hyrule Castle, not for the actual final battle. I don't want to heal during the final battle. I usually don't like generally healing during epic boss battles, you know, kind of do it with what I have. So we'll see how that goes. You know, I don't really care for my food right now, but I do want to use Urbosa's Fury, yeah, and then mount this guy, and just go ham with the Master Sword. Oh yeah, look at that, that's freaking awesome. All right, we can also hit him in his head, give us another chance to mount him. You know, headshots work really well against the Lionels. Let's see if I can, oh, nice. Let me get a couple more headshots in. Oh, it's not registering the hit because it was too soon. That must be it. That must be why. I don't know. Or unless, like, his back was, I don't know, sustaining the damage some way, somehow. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's continue this battle by continuously willing this guy. Alright, so Daruk's protection saved me there. Even though I can use my Highland Shield to also protect me there. Okay, well, no matter what, Daruk's protection has to go by. Alright, whoa! Well, since Daruk's protection is on cooldown, might as well not care about any other ability, because now I have to wait for one to go off cooldown. So might as well use them all, right? But there we go. Yeah, Lionel had a little more HP, you know, took a bit longer, but in the end, we prevailed. And we got some more ancient arrows. I mean, I guess they'll be useful, kinda. I mean, we don't really need them at all, but alright. So we are getting much closer. And you know what? This is actually where the ancient arrow will come into play. Let's see if, let me actually whistle so you can notice me. Hey, turret. Okay. Oh, no, I missed the eye because it was moving upwards. There we go. Yeah, I want to destroy one with one of the ancient arrows we got, because why not? I mean, we could put them to use. I don't really need to worry about, you know, saving them or anything. I actually want to use, like, all my resources for Hyrule Castle. Because, I mean, we have so, like, the champion abilities, we have all 120 shrines complete. We have so much to where, yeah, we should not worry about HP at all. And, okay, let's, wait. Okay, we're good. I was gonna say, am I actually gonna still get hit? But no, we should be fine. You know what? Let me go ahead and use my, actually, let's save Urbosa's Fury for another time. But let me just get rid of this turret while I'm at it, just because why not? Thing is, they have a lot of HP, so they take much longer, and deflecting their attacks, yeah, it's not really worth it if you have to do it so many times against a turret. I believe it's not only 3 like a Guardian. It takes a little longer because their beams, just the way it's shot, I don't know, it's a little different in a sense. But, alright, let's go ahead and, whoa, not use that, but use this. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. Make our way through here. Woo! Okay, nice. Don't want to actually land into the Malice, but want to do a cool jump. And, oh man, the higher you approach, the darker the sky gets, and the more serious all of this gets. This music, too. Oh man, it's so awesome. But this is it. This is the end of Hyrule Castle. We kind of did a detour around it. We didn't have to do anything needed, but now, and actually, I want to see how far this will shoot. Let's test the range. Ah, it kind of hit. Let me try again. I mean, either way, we don't have to worry too much because, yeah, these freaking turrets are going to try to attack us, but we'll be able to avoid them once we make it close enough to this, which is the pathway to where the actual final boss is. And this is the Sanctum. So there it is. This is where Hyrule's king and queen would sit. The thrones, you know, this is literally the Sanctum where everything happened. We could see, you know, a Triforce, and there is what's left of Calamity Ganon, or I guess Calamity Ganon itself. Now, if I go beyond this point, it will trigger a cutscene, and that will be the final boss. Like, we're here. But with how open this map is, like open world this whole game is, this isn't the only way to face Calamity Ganon. Now, you may wonder what I mean by that. Well, look. Yeah, there's actually multiple different entrances to the Sanctum, and they all kind of lead to their own way. Like they kind of extend to a dead end, but you can jump around, climb, and check, and yeah, you'll find different areas to enter it from. Doesn't really matter which area you enter from, but I just thought I'd show it off because I think this is really cool to add. But not only is it that, because also, which is really, really interesting, and I'll go ahead and show off. Let me go ahead and try to make my way back to the main one. Is this it again? Where did I start from? Ah, this is it. Okay. No, this isn't. Wow, there's so many of these, aren't there? Is this it? No, this isn't. Yeah, but I wonder if this actually has what I'm looking for. No, it doesn't. You can see there's a stairway beyond this point, and that's pretty much what I'm looking for, because I don't want to enter the Sanctum, of course. I don't want to start this yet. I actually want to show off a little more to it, which is atop. So there we go. Okay, we made our way back to the start of, you know, kind of maneuvering around the Sanctum. But now what I want to do, it doesn't really matter where I do this. Let's just use it right now. So, Rivali's Gale, and yes, glide our way up here. And essentially, what this is going to do for us, and let me just find a place to rest. And also, I want to see if there's a chest in here. Aw, man, too bad there isn't. That would have been cool if there was. But, yeah, my goal is to reach the very top of all of this, because there is more to it, like I said. So, gonna wait this out, kind of continue moving around. There's actually a lot of malice right here, but that doesn't matter too much. I'm sure I can get around it. Huh, huh, and there we go. So, this up here is pretty much the top of Calamity Ganon, or I guess like the vessel or whatever it's in. Yeah, this is like the roots of it. So what's really, really cool is if you throw Sheikah bombs on it, you'll be doing damage to Calamity Ganon over time, and that way when you enter the final battle, we'll have so much damage done without actually hitting him. It's a real, okay, I'm lying, it doesn't work, but wouldn't that be cool? Kind of, not really. Actually, you're gonna notice how truly easy this upcoming boss is. But my point is that there's this for some reason, and you can use, not this pathway, but I do believe you can use a staircase back down to where all of this is. And I want to see if I can find it. Is it? Yeah, it's right there. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this will take us also to where the Sanctum is. You should kind of head down, and hopefully I don't trigger anything. That'd be really bad. But no, I think we're good. Yeah, we can easily kind of walk around it and make our way to where, and this is kind of what I really want to show off, the thrones. Yes, I can actually stand on the opposite side of what we were looking at, and we could see it again. But yeah, I'm just kind of walking around, trying not to trigger anything or anything beyond that, you know, just kind of showing stuff off. I think it's really cool for what it is. And yeah, there's one more thing I feel like I should show off before we end all of this and get ready to face Calamity Ganon once and for all, because I'm wasting a lot of time. Like, I'm here, I made it, and I'm just walking around wasting time. But yes, you can actually enter one of these little towers on the very top, and this should take us even higher. And let's see actually where it leads. I do believe it's just going to take us as high as we can. Wait, there should be another ladder somewhere. Okay, there it is. Wasn't that hard to find at all. But yes, if we can continue up this ladder, we'll soon be at the very top. And there's actually a Korok Seed at the very, very top, but that's not where I'm trying to get to. I was just trying to show this off, which is... here, let's get ready to do this, because Rivali's Gale is back up. So, and... whee! Yes, you can actually do this, which is freaking awesome. And now we are at the top, where a bell lies, and a Korok Seed. Actually, that's not the only Korok Seed. There's one even higher atop this bell, but I just wanted to come up here and do that. Too bad the malice is blocking it from actually doing noise, because, you know, it's like holding it together. But either way, more ancient arrows for us, and now I am so ready to face Calamity Ganon. Look at the beams. They're all surrounding Hyrule Castle. Like, yeah, another Korok. Like I said before, just a lot of Koroks, and that's why I'm saving them, because I'd rather show off the castle before doing that. But man, oh man, are we ready. Like, this is it now. So I'm just slowly gliding my way back to where I need to be, and this is not it. I believe it's going to be over here. Either way, yes, Calamity Ganon awaits. And let's go ahead and recenter ourselves back to where we need to be, and that is not this one. Actually, is it this one? This is not it. I want to stand in front of the one we first ended up upon, which I believe is this. This should be the actual entrance to the Sanctum that we used. Yes, it is. Okay. So, all right. I'm done for this episode, but next episode, Calamity Ganon awaits. Now, before we even consider doing this, there's one thing we're going to need to do. Obviously heal, and then spam your freaking sword beams as much as possible. If you feel like your Master Sword might break during this, then this is a nice way to get rid of your Master Sword, have it go on cooldown, and restart from the beginning. So I'm going to be doing just that. And actually, let me see if I can hit you with this. Come on. Oh! No, okay, that was horrible. It broke the thing as well, but whatever. Let me continue shooting more at you. Oh, we don't have full HP anymore. But yeah, to shoot the beam out of your sword, you got to do that. Either way, I mean, I don't really have to show myself breaking it. I'm going to make sure all cooldowns are up and ready, so we have the full power of our champion abilities, the full power of the Master Sword, everything ready for Calamity Ganon. I want to be as OP as I can possibly get, essentially. That's my plan. Bam! Let's use Urbosa's Fury. And well, thank you all so much for watching. Next time, the final boss of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild awaits. And we're going to be taking him on in this exact getup. Let me just quickly equip the Ancient Bow. Now, we're more than ready. Alright. We'll see you all when the final boss is ready to be defeated. And that is obviously Calamity Ganon. I mean, we've hyped this up long enough, right? It's finally time. Alright, thanks for watching. See you all then. Bye!